Crashing with Friends Podcast.
Welcome
to
Crashing
with
Friends
podcast.
Hey.
Yo.
Episode 106. Hey, yo.
We're here. Scissor it? No, we're not doing
No,
this.
we're done with scissor.
Okay, we're not scissoring. Okay.
Welcome to the Crashing with Friends podcast, episode 106. The only podcast you can't stop, even if you stopped us.
Right.
Even if you stop us.
Yeah, we got the power of friendship over there, and David checking out his thing over here. It's all good. Yeah, I'm Connor. This week we got Jackson,
Yo.
Kyle, and David.
Hello.
And this week we got a few topics for you.
Yeah.
Some lists that David's breaking down on his favorite something or other. You'll find out when we get to it.
What could it be?
We got Jackson being all crazy.
Always. Non-stop. 100%.
Okay. And we got Kyle gonna make you sing uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Yeah.
So get ready for that. It's happening.
That was electrifying, Kyle.
I was really hoping you were like going to go into old Six Flags old man dance or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. I could have done that, but I'm not going to.
I don't think you got the skills.
I
don't.
Maybe next time.
I don't.
Gotta learn that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started with our weeks. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're close to 300.
Yeah.
You could be that. You could be that change.
Let me see if I've got.
Yeah, we're checking now. Is it happening yet?
Nope, still at 299.
Two
how it goes.
99. Be the change.
Boom.
Hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 500. All right. So who wants to get started with their week? Anybody? Anybody have a good week?
Jackson's hungry for it. I see it.
Yeah, he's got that.
All right, I'll start it. I'll start it with the gun in my face. I'll start it. Man, I've been playing a lot of Midnight Suns. I finally have like hit that gap where I'm like, or I finally hit that point in the game where I'm like, dude, now I'm addicted to it. I skip past like almost all the dialogue, just get directly to the fights,
The combat. Yeah.
and yeah, keep trying to upgrade my cards and all that stuff. I can't stop using Wolverine, Captain America, and Spider-Man as my like main guys. So all my other guys are like such a low level, and then all these other dudes are like 19, 20. I'm like, oh, dude.
Hell yeah.
The game is so good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's up there for me with like Tactics Advance, with just how much fun the combat, with how fun the combat was.
praise.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, the combat is where it's at.
What finally made it click for you as someone that was kind of feeling it out, then you kind of just went full addiction?
It's just way better to skip every single bit of dialogue possible.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it. I just like, it's anytime I was in a conversation with like one of the heroes, I would just like skip, and as soon as it came to like something that I needed to pick, I'd be like, I guess this one.
Yeah.
So that's basically how it was the entire time. I just was trying to get to the fights, man. That's what I wanted to do, just get to the fights. I've done so much more side missions than I have regular missions.
Mm-hmm.
There's like sometimes 7 to 8 side missions in between regular missions.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
I like playing it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm not crazy. I knew I would. You guys thought I was crazy.
The addiction's real. When you really like get into it, you're like, dude, this game's awesome.
It's like, all right, I'm in it. I'm in it now.
Yeah.
If you can get it on sale, like get it on sale. It's so good.
It is worth it.
I played the first XCOM game and was like, I'm not feeling this at all. And ever since then, I haven't
I was the same
gotten
way.
into any of the fire. Is it fire? Not fire.
Firaxis?
No.
Firaxis.
Is it
Yeah, it's
Firaxis?
Firaxis.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was the same way, dude. I played Enemy Unknown, and I jumped in, and I was like, whoa, I'm not digging this a single bit. It like within 5 minutes, I was like, I'm not digging this. But I have constantly thought, like, man, I should go back and play that, because I know if I actually like put some time into it, I'd probably love it.
It's a cult classic, man. Like
Cult classic.
Tell me more about that. Jackson, anything else?
Yeah. What else is going on with you?
Other than that, just been watching way too much Impractical Jokers.
Oh man, so good.
Just been binging it, man. And it's mainly because I just throw it on and I'm like guaranteed to get a laugh like every few minutes, like watching that show while I'm playing Midnight Suns.
It's good.
Yeah. Midnight Suns is, whenever I play it, it's like turned all the way down pretty much, dude. It's mainly just like me listening, getting laughs, and playing Midnight Suns.
It's great.
I'm overstimulated, man. I'm laughing. I'm getting my fix. Oh, man.
You're also touching stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Are you smelling it too?
Smelling it?
Yeah, you getting all the senses in there? Sensory overload?
Nah, that smell's been all right. Smell has not gotten unbearable. I haven't gotten to that point where it's like, all right, stinky guy at the computer. So
Good.
I've also just been watching a bunch of this dude on YouTube. His like channel's called Meat Canyon or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, it's really creepy. I'm not gonna lie. It's just animations that are done like very creepily style. Kyle saw one bit of it, the Steve Harvey one. Yeah, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just really dark humor, but all of them are like surrounded by like this is pop culture videos, but he just puts a really creepy twist on them, and they're kind of funny in a way, but more creepy than funny. But worth the watch. Worth the watch.
Definitely.
And that about it for you?
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's been my week.
What about you, Kyle?
Man, as you know, I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077. Loving it, dude. Loving it. And then Phantom Liberty came out. Boy, really loving it. The story for it is so cool. It's rad. I really love it. Idris Elba is really cool in it. I'm not too far. The president that you're trying to save at the very beginning, she looks like Captain Janeway from Star Trek Voyager. And
cool.
I wish she was voiced by Captain Janeway.
Does she sound anything like her?
No.
Does you sound like Gilbert Godfrey?
Yeah.
Cool. Guess what?
The new abilities they added with 2.0 are really fun, man. It's cool being able to like roll up on a fight on a motorcycle and like hit your like escape button and you just fly straight up in the air, and then you can like slow motion and then just look down at everybody and just like da 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 da, or you can just like warp in the air super fast and then like pounce on them with your sword and just kill everybody. It's so fucking sweet. Like right when the DLC came out, I respec completely into just blades. Like the whole blade tree I just bought instantly, and now I'm just like a superhero ninja assassin just running around.
Sick.
It's so much fun, man. And like they fixed the driving, they made the driving like the gun combat in cars just so stupid. Like all you have to do is just aim at people and it's just auto shooting them. It's like it's the most easy car combat I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But it's still really fun. I've also been watching more Ahsoka. Like it's so good. Mm-hmm.
So I'm, I think the last episode I watched, spoiler alert, probably not because most people are probably more or further along, was when she had the little flashback thing and ran into what's his face,
Anakin?
and it was like the end of that episode. And then so I haven't seen anything past that.
It's good.
So if I need to put my earmuffs on,
Oh no, we're not gonna spoil anything.
Okay.
It's just great. Thrawn, I love Thrawn. You know, this is so cool.
yeah.
On top of that, I just want to throw out there, week 3, Jackson, of the NFL season happened. Lamar Jackson did not have a career-ending injury.
That's good for him.
Yeah.
You know
Just
who
wanted
did
to-
though? Aaron Rodgers.
No shit. Yeah.
Aaron Rodge hurts.
Yeah. Insane, man.
And Nick Chubb, his freaking leg turned into an capital L. Ugh.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's really sad, man.
People getting hurt.
Yeah, dude, that's how it goes,
Yeah.
man.
His like leg, like from the knee down, just went completely sideways.
I don't want to hear that.
You don't want to see it either.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah. It really is.
It was gnarly.
But that's really been my week. David, I'm going to throw it over to you. But before like we get into your week, I did want to ask you a question, man.
Okay.
Before you came, like you're supposed to be on like what, probably
4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And like you didn't come on for a reason. What happened?
So we had some friends over on a Friday night. I was supposed to be here Saturday morning with you guys to record. That was the anniversary one, right? Or no, it was episode 100.
Yeah, it was episode
So it was
100.
6 weeks. Holy cow, it's been a while.
Time goes by so fast. Man.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So we were all, like the grown-ups were in the front yard hanging out. And we have a fenced-in backyard. And all the kids were in the backyard playing. It was like 10:30 at night. So we hear the kids like screaming and goofing off and chasing each other around with toy swords and guns and whatever else. And we're all just outside hanging out, and it starts to get late. And then we just all of a sudden hear this like ear-piercing, blood-curdling scream from the backyard. And sometimes we hear that like when the kids are messing around, but we heard it twice back to back. And then I realized, oh shit, that's Eden. So I walk in the house, and so it's lots of kids. And one of the older kids.
We like a bunch of kids in the house.
One of the older kids he's on the spectrum. It's hard to notice, but he is. And so I walk in the house, and he's in the hallway of my house, like with his hands behind his back, like leaning up against the wall. And he's like, Eden stepped on a rake. And I'm like, okay, well, he's not freaking out. And then I run in the backyard, and Owen, my youngest, he's 4, and then their other kid, he's 6 or 7. They're like running back and forth in the yard screaming. And then my daughter's just laying on the ground like freaking out. And she's got this like she's got this rock rake in her foot. And like the crazy metal, murder weapon from a horror movie, rock rakes, like
100% could be a murder weapon.
all the way in her foot, dude.
Try killing someone with a regular rake, though. That'd be fucking nuts.
Like, why couldn't it have sideshow bobbed her? You know what I'm
I
saying?
know, dude.
Just bang right in the face.
Take
you
it
know?
off. Yeah. I mean, incredible amount of pressure though, because those things are not sharp. Like, dude.
She must have just like straight up put so much pressure down, like jumped or something.
Yeah. She told us later that they like heard a scary sound, and when you're a kid, everyone's fear feeds off of each other, so they all started running in the house really fast and on her way, and she's like, I like was running really fast, and then I just like tripped for no reason, and I'm like, ugh, because like you can feel that, man, like. Anyway, so she's screaming, and she's like, the first thing she said was, I want this to be a dream! I want this to be a dream! I just want to wake up right now!
Oh my god.
And
Man.
I'm just like, dude, I feel you.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. So I'm like there with her, and then Mandy runs out of the back, and a couple of our other grown-up friends run out of the back, and I'm just like, I look at it, and I'm like, can I pull this out? No. Call an ambulance. So I'm like, I had to be there with her on the ground for like 10 minutes waiting for the ambulance to show up. So they all come out, and the cops and everybody's there, and they were like, we're not going to pull it out here because that's, could be bad. So they got the jaws of life out and just cut the metal and just left it in her foot and wrapped it up and sent her off to the ER.
That's good that they just didn't like take her in the whole fucking rake.
Yeah, they were like, we're not going to get this whole thing in the ambulance. So I'm like, I'm dad, and I'm trying to problem solve. So I run in the garage.
I break the rake over my knee.
Yeah.
It was like,
I run in the garage, and I came out with my circular saw, and they're like, nah, we don't need that. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, she's in the hospital, and she got doped up with morphine, and then they gave her like a really short, fast acting, basically a roofie. So that she wouldn't remember it coming out, or they had to like get this like flimsy nozzle and shove it all the way up into the holes and squirt saline and stuff in there to rinse it all out, make sure she didn't have anything stuck in there. But it almost went all the way through. She's got a bruise on the top of her foot where one of the tongs like tried to push its way out and stopped. And if you touch that spot on her foot, it's like hard now from like scar tissue or something.
I've had that on myself, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was. I remember like 2 weeks after that, just being like, every time I thought about it, I was just like, because it really was like an 80s slasher movie moment. Like I was like, how does that happen, bro? Like
that's the moment that like while you're like there trying to figure stuff out, that's when the killer comes out with the chainsaw. Right.
But yeah, it was pretty crazy. She had
Right there, Cal.
dude, so intense.
You're
She had to
sweating.
be,
You're sweating.
It's so
I'm
intense.
sweating. She had to be on one of those like little scooter things where you put your knee up and
Yes.
for like two weeks, three. I mean, I'm sure you had one of those.
Never.
Or no, because your knee was messed
I've
up.
never
yeah.
had. It's always crutches, man.
Yeah. It was a rough time, man.
I bet.
But she wasn't in a lot of pain, and she was happy she got to lay on the couch and play Fortnite for like a week straight. So, you know,
She get good?
no,
No.
but she does drop my MMR. So when I play, people are bad. You know, lots of bots.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. So then a couple weeks went by, and I don't remember why I didn't come on the couple weeks after that. But then we went to Worlds of Fun, and then we went to a concert in Kansas City. So I skipped both of those weeks because I was like, I can't like.
Yeah, you can
but-
come on whenever you're free, man. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
I was intending to come on earlier though.
I don't care. Yeah, do you, man?
Yeah, it's been busy.
Life goes by. You know, it's fast.
Yeah. Anyway, my week. Otherwise, I did go see Motionless in White and Knocked Loose and Alpha Wolf and After the Burial last weekend, and it was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go, but
Yeah, Jackson said on this podcast that he's going with me,
yep.
and then
remember.
he waited too long to get a ticket, and then they were too expensive.
I didn't expect them to sell out, bruh.
Yeah.
It's the first time that I've ever ran into that problem. I've never ran into a problem of a show selling out, so
It's Motionless in White, man. A lot of little goth teenage girls.
that's true. A bunch of little goth teenage girls want to go see him.
Yeah, it's funny. We showed up at like doors opened at 5:30. The show started at 6:30, but we ended up showing up at 3:00, and there was already like 100 people in line. So we were just like, well, we'll just go grab a cheeseburger and then get in line. And so we were in line, and we hung out for a little while with some cool people. But like everybody in line was like a Motionless in White. They had like makeup and fishnet and leather and all this
really?
ridiculous shit. Yeah, and we got in there, and then like Alpha Wolf played. We were at the very front of the barricade for them. They were really good. And then our bass player, JC, Trenchfoot bass player, passed out from the heat. So it was sold out wall to wall, front to back, and we were shoved up so far against the barricade, and it was indoor.
Yeah, I can
So-
imagine that being hell.
Yeah, hot as hell.
Been to those kind of shows. It sucks balls.
Yeah.
You gotta take your shirt off.
So he passed out. Well, he like left right at the beginning of After the Burial, actually. And so me and Isaac watched like 2 songs, and then I was like, they opened with Influx, by the way, which was good.
What, your brother Isaac?
No, our vocalist.
Different
yeah.
Isaac.
So we were like, we should probably go check on him because we haven't seen him yet. And so, and he texted me and said he's in medical. So I'm like, oh shit. So we went out there, and then when I got to medical, he's like, headed back in. Where are you guys? And I'm like, God damn. And it's so hard to get in and out of the venue, dude. And so we eventually made our way back in. They played like, Behold the Crown and Influx and Collapse and what is it? Something Static, whatever.
Lost in the Static.
Yeah, they didn't play anything old though. Like,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
Those old songs just don't hit as much with,
Yeah.
The younger
You
generation.
can't yell, Lost in the Static, like 12 times.
You can.
But yeah.
I just want to
Anyways.
hear Berserker. Play that.
I know, dude. I saw that. It was like, what, 10 years ago or 8 years ago or something like that in North Carolina. I saw them play that live. But anyway, that was probably the most disappointing band of the night for sure. Was they just didn't really seem that into it. They played a bunch of new stuff I didn't really care about, and I was like, oh well. But Knocked Loose, was so sick, dude. Like, I was in the mosh pit almost that entire set, so I didn't watch a whole lot, but it was funny because before they started, the pit was like, I don't know, not even as big as this room the whole time, like for Alpha Wolf and After the Burial, and then all these people were standing around the pit, and I'm like, I got to get close to the pit because once this thing pops open, I'm in there. And all these people are like, I don't even know who Knocked Loose is, man. I've never even heard of Knocked Loose. I heard they're really dangerous though, and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, bro. And so
They get wild, man.
plus, like, you know what a hardcore kid looks like, you know, pit shorts and hardcore shirts and, you know, backwards hats and stuff.
Yeah.
They look a little different than your average metalcore or showgoer, right? You didn't see any of these guys until they opened with Deep in the Willow. And then the pit like tripled in size, and then all these hardcore kids were like flip kicking all over the pit, and I'm like, oh hell yeah. This is so cool. So that was a good time.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's got to be like a good amount of people that were like you and me that were wanting to go to that show to see Knocked Loose and could really not give a shit
Yeah,
about
it was
Motionless in
really
White.
obvious who was there for Knocked Loose.
Yeah.
'Cause they all left right after they got off stage. But Motionless in White played, if I don't know if you guys know anything about them, but they played Immaculate Misconception, which is one of their really old heavy songs. They played that with the Alpha Wolf vocalist. That was really cool. And then they played Slaughterhouse with Knocked Loose's vocalist Brian Garris. That was sick. Otherwise, I didn't really give a shit at all about Motionless's set. Like, it was really fun to watch because it was flashy and they had huge screen and dancers on stage and they were blowing smoke and bubbles and shit all over the crowd. It was cool, but yeah. Other than that,
Bubbles. Hell yeah.
Bubbles, man. There's
Fucking bubble.
nothing more fucking metal than Bubbles.
Fuck yeah, man.
their lead singer was sick though. He cut the whole set like 3 or 4 songs short, but they were up there for an hour as it was. And he's like, "I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sick." And I'm like, "Dude, get off the stage if you're sick. We've been here for an hour. You did great. Have a good night." Like,
You and him just had like a one-on-one.
Yeah. Everybody was quiet.
The spotlight shines on you.
David's a real good guy. He said I can go.
It's okay, Chris.
leaving.
It's okay.
I'm sick.
You guys hear that? You guys hear that?
I have 3 or 4 more songs to do, but David said
David's
I talked to
looking
him.
around. Guys, you okay with this?
your name's David.
Everybody
David
clapped like when a
said I could
skateboarder
go.
hurts themselves at SLS and then they get up and walk away. You know, everybody started clapping. And, oh yeah.
It's all right, guys. He was sick.
At that point, I would have been like, bring back Knocked Loose to finish the last 3 songs.
Let them finish their set again.
I did finish The Bear really fast, and that show is so good, dude.
Told you.
Yeah, you were not lying.
It's so fast paced, man. It's
yeah.
just like in your face.
It's the first show since like Stranger Things that I actually really watched like fast. Like, it was like a matter of less than a week. I finished both seasons.
It helps that every episode's only like 25 minutes long.
Yeah. And then I beat Final Fantasy 16 last night, which we'll talk about later.
Oh, you actually powered through it?
Yeah, I was up till 1 a.m. this morning. Yeah. So when I asked about like how long it was going to take me or whatever, and you said like 5 or 6 hours, I hadn't even beat Odin yet.
Oh.
Damn.
I was like right there, right before you go to the tower and fight Odin. And so I was like, I'm at 88%. Like, I should be able to get this done before the end of the night. Oh. I started at like 7, and then I didn't actually even get to, what is it, Genesis?
Yeah.
Until like 11. Well, maybe it was like 11:15 or something like that.
Phil Collins is in the game.
Yes. Yeah, super good.
This is the land of confusion.
Did you want me to just go over that now, or are we going to talk about that later?
It's up to you, Connor.
I'm sure you guys have already given your thoughts on it, right? Or
Yeah, me and Connor already gave our thoughts on it.
Yeah, you're already talking about it. Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
Go for
I'm
it.
gonna keep talking
You
about
got
it.
the mic, dude.
Get it.
No, it was super, super good. Like, it was, I felt like it kind of drug a little bit at the beginning, where it was like really high moments and then really low moments, and it just there was no in between. And on those low moments, I was just like, I don't even really want to play.
Yeah.
Which sucked. And the side quests were ass in the earlier part of the game. Like, I need help delivering these 3 meals to this people in this bar. Like, what? Like, I'm Mythos, bro. I don't need to be delivering food. But then, like, once you fight Titan, and he like goes full berserk, and you just destroy like the that whole area. That part was sick. And then after that, it was like the roller coaster just kept going up, dude. It was insane. And then, like, I remember I texted Connor after I beat Bahamut. I was just like, what the hell, dude? That was so cool. And you said wait for something. I can't remember what you said, but I'm like, it can't get crazier than this. Like when I fought that, like you're in space, dude. Like you're having like a dragon fight in space. And then, you know, of course, the triple fight against Ultima at the end was much better.
So
like, I don't know how you can get that better or get better than that, but yeah. And then I was trying to do all the side quests and all that stuff, and I got pretty close. I did all of them up until like after you fight Ultima for the first time in Waloed, and then you go back, and then it spawns a whole bunch more side quests.
Like 10.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm just not gonna do this and be able to beat the game tonight. So I put an extra save file and then powered through the game. So I'm gonna go back and do the rest. But the side quests actually do get really good later on.
They get better, yeah.
Like a lot of the people that you helped out in the beginning of the game, they all have their own shit going on that continues throughout the rest of the game. There's like 3 and 4 part quests that are really cool. But overall, man, it was like my jaw was just on the floor afterward. I was like, dude.
When the main character is laying on the beach at the very end, I got the same kind of feeling as when I first saw like Titus and Yuna in the water in Final Fantasy like 10 trailers and stuff like that. It's like these graphics are like next level.
Dude, that water, bro,
so good.
Oh my god.
You drink that water, man.
And then when Jill looks up at the sky and there's like that whole like nebula thing, and dude, I was like, oh my god, bro, it's crazy.
The way the last boss Ultima dies is so sick. It's one of the coolest endings to a game I've ever seen.
Yeah, he was a good villain.
He's a freak.
Yeah, he was a freak for sure.
Reminded me of him from Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yeah, me too. I think Mandy said that actually. But like, I don't know. My whole thing was the story confused me, which is Final Fantasy, you know.
What's not to get?
Like the whole time, like he's like, oh, I need you as a vessel and all this shit. And I'm like, but like, why though? Like, if after like, you know, all of the different Ultimas were growing in these crystals, and then he destroyed the crystals, and they all came out into his body, and he has a body. Like, why does he need a vessel? I don't really. And he can already use all of the Icon's abilities. I don't know. This stuff was weird. I had to like watch a video this morning to kind of like explain things, because I'm like, certain things didn't make sense along the way. But it was a really good story. And like the whole chemistry between him and Jill, all the side characters were so good, like Mid and obviously Sid too. But Gav was awesome. I loved Gav, the blacksmith. Yeah, super good game. I mean, you could tell that every inch of that game was a labor of love.
Except for the side quests.
Yeah. I didn't get to build the Gotterdammerung either, because
I didn't either.
But
I did.
But I will. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and do it.
Connor did.
I saw, because I was like, at least I want to do that before I beat the game, and then I saw that to get the Dark Steel, you had to kill 2 more Notorious marks, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. But I did kill all the S rank monsters. They were actually harder than any other boss in the game.
Oh yeah,
but
For sure. That dragon.
Yeah. I mean, if I put it on a number scale, 10 out of 10, 100%.
really.
Yep. For sure. It was a fucking masterpiece.
So speaking of that, Connor, how's your week, man? You got any more, David? Got any more?
No, I'm tapped out.
Okay.
Yeah, my week. It's been a pretty good week. Just watching sports and movies. Watched Blue Beetle. I liked it. I definitely enjoyed it. It had me laughing at the beginning. Not so much at the end, but I did enjoy the movie. I gave it like a 6 or a 7, somewhere in there.
Okay.
So like a 6.5.
Yeah, somewhere like that. I'm excited to see where they would take Blue Beetle and the new James Gunn
Was it
DC stuff.
obvious that he was part of the new stuff, or did it still feel like they were, when they made the movie, it was part of the old stuff?
I mean, quality-wise, I would say it probably feels more like the old stuff in a lot of ways, but
Well, I mean, like story beat wise, unless that's a spoiler.
it's a typical superhero movie, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I meant like, is it connected to the Batfleck Henry Cavill universe, or is it obvious that it's like, okay, this is the new DC EU or whatever?
It's its own thing.
Okay.
It really doesn't like.
It's not like, oh man, remember when Superman and Zod like took this building out or anything? Like, there's no.
I don't think.
bad about it?
I don't think there's any references. Yeah, I don't think there's any references to the Justice
Okay.
League or anything like that. So
Right on. Okay.
It's definitely its own like contained thing. But yeah, it's worth a watch for sure.
Sweet.
You know, some people might like it more than me, but it's like a step or two down from Iron Man,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But also watched another movie that I'm sure you'd all love to hear about once I remember what movie. Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mutant Mayhem.
How was it?
Dude, like it's up there with the new Spider-Man movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Okay, I'll watch it.
I really
I'll watch it
enjoyed
for
it.
sure now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like diehard, and when I saw the trailers for that, I was like, it looks promising, but I don't necessarily want to like waste money going to the theaters on it. You know,
Promises made, promises kept.
Hell yeah.
You know, Jackie Chan's really good in the movie. Ice Cube is really good as the main bad guy, Superfly. Yeah, it had me laughing the whole movie.
Nice.
The only downside is like at the beginning they kind of do like a serious intro before it gets more to the funny stuff, and a part of me is like, man, I really wish I could have saw what that serious version of this movie would have been. But still, it's like a 9 or a 10
Hell
out
yeah,
of 10.
man.
So yeah, must watch of 2023, Mutant Mayhem. Go check it out. Aside from that, watching Band of Brothers.
No shit.
Yeah, it's been like 15 years or so. I don't know since I've watched that. It's been a long time.
God.
But yeah,
It's good.
it's quality World War II stuff.
I've never seen that show.
You've never seen Band of Brothers, dude?
Man, it'll make you cry, man.
Yeah.
Every time it shows like the guys when they're older, you know, I'm just like, oh man.
Talking about it, yeah. Worth a watch, man. If you've never watched it, it's on Netflix right now. It's also
Yeah.
on HBO, but
Sweet.
definitely worth a watch. That's it. That's all I got.
Man, I hope that that last Ronin video game, that Ninja Turtles game, I hope it's good.
That's like one of my favorite graphic novels.
I would like to read that. Yeah, that's it.
I
Yeah.
can let you borrow my copy.
It's okay, bro. Yeah, I'm not in the I don't like to borrow stuff from people anymore. Kind of stopped doing that. I don't want to be responsible if one of my
That's-
kids destroys it.
Yeah, that's valid.
It's happened too many times. And I ranked my Final Fantasies a couple weeks ago. My top 5. What would you guys say your top 5 is?
Top 5. Final Fantasy 12. 12, 12, 12, 12. Because it's the best. No, I don't know.
For me,
say
it's
I made
Final
the
Fantasy
least.
10 and then Final Fantasy 15 because that's the only one I've played other than Final Fantasy 10. So that's my top 2.
All right, I'll run down mine. Starting with 5. We'll go with Final Fantasy 9. Love the story, love the characters, but it is an older game.
Number 5.
Number 4, I'll go Final Fantasy 10. Slightly better game, voice acting, which is not good.
You know?
but it was like big time whenever PS2 came out. Like,
Yeah.
just like everybody was just blown away.
Sorry to interrupt. I was just talking to a friend about this game the other day. No, it was Isaac. I was talking to my older brother Isaac, and I was talking about the all beds, like when you first meet them, and they're like poo poo, pee pee, caca. Like the way they do their language is like so like elementary school secret language, dude.
There's one of them that goes, "Is everybody okay?"
I think that guy's like a little like a driver guy.
Is he?
I don't think he's Al Bed.
Okay, I think
bro.
he might be yeah, you're right. He's like a driver. Of
He
like
drives
a,
the foo puffs or whatever they're called.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is everybody
Anyway.
okay?
So yeah, Final Fantasy X, it was big time back in the day. Number 3, Final Fantasy 16, the new one. High marks for combat, storytelling, cinematics, all that good stuff. Number 2, Final Fantasy 7 remake, because it's the shit. That's
Dang,
why
dude.
it's that good. I don't know. I don't
What's
know if
number one? Tell me what number one is.
You
Tell
already,
me.
you already heard his number one.
And number 1 is Final Fantasy 12 because it is perfect. Perfection.
That's right. That's right. You did
Hot
say
bunnies.
Dang, I'm surprised 8 wasn't on your list, but I guess that's kind of Kyle's thing.
Yeah, 8 didn't make it, 7 didn't make it, none of the tactics made it just because it had to be a top 5.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were going to be allowed to include tactics games.
See, that's what I included tactics in my list as number 2, but if you guys didn't allow it, I put Final Fantasy 9 as my number 2.
Yeah, so I have as number 5 Final Fantasy 6 or Tactics Advance. I just beat Tactics Advance for the first time, probably I think the end of last year. I was on the podcast when I talked about it, so it might have been earlier than that. But yeah, that game paid off. The end of it is so good.
Yeah.
And then Final Fantasy 4 is my number 4. Cause that game, man, I beat that game like every couple of years.
Isn't that the one on DS?
Yeah, and it's on GBA too.
Which version do you play then?
GBA, just because I own it.
Okay.
But that game is so cool. Like the whole thing from him going from like a Dark Knight to a Paladin was really cool, and like his best friend, the Dragoon, being like kind of possessed by the main villain the whole game, and then you get him on your team later, and he's really strong. Really cool. And then Final Fantasy 7 is number 3, or Tactics. You know. But 7 is amazing, obviously. And then I'm a little conflicted here because I don't know if it's recency bias or not, but 16 might be number 1,
What?
but it's like tied with 9 right now.
White
Really?
boy, shut up.
So I have 16. I have 16 as number 2, and then 9 as number 1.
Okay.
9 is great.
And honestly, 16, I don't even know if 16 would have been on the list if it weren't for the way that game ended. Like,
I was very not hot on it until I got to the end. I was like, okay, this
Yeah.
game was great.
yeah.
All the highs in that game were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a story rush mode of that game. Like, isn't it?
Hell
can you
yeah.
do that?
No.
I think you can go to like a chapter selecting that stone thing.
Yeah, if I could just go just all the icon fights and all the Mother Crystal scenes and just call it a day. Like,
Dude, I was playing on my PS5 on my monitor, so I had to use like my headphones, and listening to those soundtracks like blew me away playing those boss fights. There were several times where I'm like, dude, I gotta step away from my headphones for a second because like I would forget that I had it on full blast going into the fight.
Dude.
So it's just like I couldn't even hear. My ears were ringing. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, dude? Like,
I did the same thing when I was playing Ultima, bro. I was like, oh, what the hell?
it's like next level music for sure though, and it gets so intense.
Man, oh God, I know we already talked about it, but the Joshua killed me, man. It ripped me apart the same way it did to Clive, you know.
So when you like saw all the Ultimas popping up, is that when you realized like, oh, there's one in Joshua and it's about to pop out of him?
Dude,
Or-
I thought his wound, I did not understand his wound the whole game. I was just like, why, if he absorbed Ultima, is Ultima still running around messing with stuff? Like, so I didn't think
it didn't
about
make any sense to me either
Yeah.
until that scene. I'm like, oh, he's got a piece of Ultima in his chest in that like cage thing. It's about to pop out.
Yeah, bro.
I drive an Ultima.
Giggity.
Yeah, that was really rough, man. Like I teared up quite a bit on that part, and then I teared up quite a bit when Sid died. But yeah,
Sid
man,
was
that
a cool character.
game was. I am gonna be pissed if he doesn't get nominated for best voice actor at the Game Awards this year, because his voice actor was so good, dude.
So good.
Yeah, he's a character from Game of Thrones.
Is he?
He's a real actor. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who was it?
He was part of the who was the Drowned Gods people.
Oh, he was not. It wasn't Euron, right?
The Drowned Gods people.
Yeah, he was
Greyjoys.
one of the Iron Islands. The pirates from
The
Pike.
Greyjoys?
Yeah, the Greyjoys. He,
He
was,
was
like
like
his uncle.
I think it might have. Yeah, it was something like that.
Theon's
Yeah.
uncle.
Yeah.
I'm reading those books again. I think I talked about that last.
You
time.
did,
Halfway
yeah.
through the third one right now.
No shit.
Super good.
Nah.
Anyway,
I've tried.
many
I've
hour
tried
points
watching.
is that?
I've tried reading Game of Thrones. It's a lot, man.
it's heavy as hell, dude.
Dense. Yeah.
It's-
Overly dense.
Yeah.
Hey David, I got a question for you, man.
Okay.
You're in the army, right?
Yeah.
How long were you stationed over where you were at?
When I deployed,
Yeah.
6 months.
Okay. Did you ever get like energy drinks called Rippets?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
They were everywhere. Okay. What were your feelings on them, man? Did you like them?
No,
Why?
because Monster was better.
And theirs were all over the place as well.
Well, you had to buy those like at the. Well, I think Rippets were like $1.
Yeah.
Or less, and Monsters were like $2.50.
I got so many Rippets, it was insane. But I only got one flavor.
Yeah.
Do they have all the flavors or what?
I think
they
they had
back?
like 2 or 3. They had the
Dollar General.
red one and the green one and maybe a blue one.
Interesting. I just
What?
had a question about that. I've been drinking a lot. I drink a lot of different energy drinks and stuff.
Okay.
And I was listening to a podcast and the guy was talking about Rippets, and then someone said something about the army, and they were everywhere.
Yeah, they like there would be like there was like cases of them just stacked up behind the little gas station. No, it wasn't gas station. It was like a convenience store on base.
These are whippets you're
There's
talking about?
like cases of them just stacked up back there. No cameras. They'd sell them for $1, and they just when they run out, they'd bring more inside. But like you could literally just grab a case and run off, and like
Damn.
yeah. I never did that, but
You could.
yeah, you could. The option's there.
Do you know anybody who got in trouble for like stealing or anything like that?
No,
He ain't no snitch.
no. I wouldn't tell you if I did. I wouldn't drink them if I had any other options. I'll
Really?
just go there. Yeah, they're pretty gross compared to other.
So it's like drinking a Four Loko.
Oh man.
I mean, yeah. Like, you ever had the ghost ones?
Ghost
The
energy
ghost
drinks?
energy?
Yeah.
You tried the Sour Patch Kids one?
Oh, those are my favorite.
dude.
The blue one is
oh
my favorite.
yeah, so good, bro.
Yeah, the blue one's my favorite, and then I like the orange Dreamsicle Rain
Yeah.
energy drinks. Yeah.
Do you drink coffee, David?
Sometimes
Talk to me about that.
makes me have to poop.
Oh, Connor. So, Connor.
No, I don't drink Rippets.
It's fall now.
Fall.
Yeah, true that.
What should we be wearing this fall, Connor?
You know the style. Don't I? Come on, man.
What should everybody out there be wearing? You got
No, I'm talking to you,
got me-
Cal. I'm like, you know the style.
No, I don't know shit.
So, this year you definitely want to go oversized. That's kind of the thing. So if you're like a medium, you want to go with a large. You know, it's the the tiny pants, skinny pants, but the big sweater. You know, and then you want to get your shoe game. You want to flash it up until it gets nasty outside, and then you want to probably go dark with your shoes.
Boots.
Yeah.
Doc
like-
Martens.
Yeah, just you want to go safety.
White like high vis shoes. You know?
Yeah. Well, at first, the weather's good,
Yeah.
bright color for the shoes. But yeah, I mean, autumn colors, obviously, but don't be afraid to rep your favorite basketball team, NFL team, hockey team, baseball. Baseball's coming up, right? What do they call that thing? October Madness.
That's what they call it.
Yeah. That shit's coming up. Rep that shit.
What should the quacks out there like avoid? You know?
What to avoid?
Yeah, what to avoid this
Faux
fall?
pas?
Yeah, what to avoid this fall?
Yeah. Stains.
Stains.
Yeah.
Get away from the stains.
Get your shout.
Yeah.
Get your little shout markers.
Don't forget. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you haven't worn your fall clothes since last year. Go ahead and make sure that those are all clean. There's no stains. Last thing you want to do is pull out your favorite sweater and realize there's still a stain there from last Christmas. You know? Look at that. Yeah, that's about it, man. You know, don't be afraid to rock the shades too. You know, they're coming back in a big way. You know,
They went
inside,
away?
outside,
okay.
wherever you're at.
Yeah. This piranha. Have you seen the piranha shades?
Uh-uh.
They're like super reflective, like safety glasses.
Okay.
But they're like, it's like a fashion statement, apparently. Mm-hmm. I think it's piranha. Could be wrong.
And it's all like one big like shield
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just like a mirror?
They're
or something?
they're like
Yeah.
as dumb looking as a mullet, but like some people pull them off somehow.
Yeah.
I can't explain it.
Hey, boy.
Yeah.
Are they like the
I kind of
glasses?
got a mullet myself. So.
Kind of like Mahomes glasses.
I mean,
Okay, so are they like Deion Sanders glasses?
no.
Just like one big piece.
It's a big like big thing. Yeah.
Interesting. So we shouldn't be doing that.
I mean, you can if you can pull it off.
Oh.
You know, but yeah, I still say, you know, if you got some like neons, you can throw on your clothes, something to really just make yourself pop. You know.
Put on neons. Right?
Yeah.
You got LED lights and a battery? Well, I'm telling you right now, put that on your clothes.
Yeah.
I like
Go to an Applebee's and just attract the ladies.
Hell yeah.
Lately, I've been digging like the hoodie with the windbreaker over it. With like, you know, you let your hood go over the collar of the windbreaker, you know?
Okay.
Because the hoodie keeps you warm, the windbreaker keeps you dry, and you don't have to walk around with this puffy, you know?
Okay.
And then if you get too hot, you can take one off. Or if you get
I'm
too
definitely
cold,
a-
you can, you know, you're good.
I'm definitely a fan of like multiple, like just more and more layers instead of one thick coat.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not North Dakota, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'd say hoodies with the sleeves cut off, but then with like a long sleeve shirt underneath that matches the color of the hoodie. That's also really in right now.
Modern fashion with Connor Hobbs.
And put a watch over that.
If you guys got a hoodie, make sure you go ahead and cut a thumb hole out it like the. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Like the thumb holes.
Oh my god, dude, yeah. And like that, the part of your sleeve was always so dirty,
So nasty,
and nasty.
yeah.
Cause and like when you get sick, you're like wiping your nose on it, and like
Yeah, bro.
ugh.
Yeah, bro.
They still sell those kind of hoodies, man, with the holes in the sleeves.
Yeah, man.
I fucking love those things.
I saw like someone was
Keep your
trying to
hands
bring
warm.
back.
Each their own, you know.
Yeah,
I saw them bringing back like the visor beanies. Remember?
I don't know
The
about
Bam
that.
Margera used to
Oh
wear
my
back
god,
in the day.
yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Yeah, visor beanies coming back.
I wore those in California when I lived there.
I bet you did.
I was so cool, and I wore them sideways too.
Were you walking around going, guys, I'm NorCal?
I remember
Check my
telling a
Jinkos.
friend Ozzy when we were wearing those on the same day, and I told him that ollieing over a manhole was like an official gap in Missouri. Like that was like a gap.
At least in our,
Kinda. I mean,
in our
it is
town
a
it was.
it is a distance that you're olling over.
There wasn't a whole lot of gaps in the ocean. So.
There was a couple badass gaps on the square, dude.
Yeah. A bunch of gaps going off of like parking lots over sidewalks
Yeah.
into the road and stuff. Those were the real
scary.
gaps. Yeah.
Scary as fuck.
I used to always skate at Wesco, man. I would skate at Wesco all the
I did that
time.
ledge, yeah. That was a big one, dude. That was a big drop.
And there's that little mini like bowl type thing.
Oh my
in there.
god, that thing was terrifying too, dude. I drive by that sometimes and I'm like, why did we skateboard on that thing? Like
If you can skate it, you gotta skate
it
it.
was gnarly, yeah.
You could like walk up the street just a little bit, and there was another ditch up there that had like kind of like similar features, but didn't have like
Great
a
hips.
road with a shit ton of traffic just constantly going
Yeah.
by it. So I always would go and hit up that one too.
Hey, Jackson, I got a question for you, man. What are you hating right now?
What am I hating right now?
Yeah, are you hating anything right now?
What's got you baiting?
What's got me baiting?
What you hating and what you baiting, boy?
I'll tell you what I've been baiting too. No, I hate, man. I don't really got that much hate. I'm getting sick of hearing Taylor Swift's name on the news constantly.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh man, turn on any kind of sports podcast. All it is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I'm like, yo, good for Travis Kelce.
So you're jealous too, huh?
Huh?
You're jealous too.
Well, of course I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Of course I'm jealous.
Yeah, the vitriol.
Yeah.
But at the same
Malice.
time, it's just like, bro, like, I can't. I'm so sick of like every single show that I like try to look up stuff on the Chiefs. It's just like, T Swift, not the Swifties.
Well,
It's just annoying.
The truth is, like the matchup this week. If we lose, it'd take something crazy would have to happen for us to lose against the Jets.
Yeah, something crazy would have to happen.
Like Patrick Mahomes would have to be cut in half for us to lose, pretty much.
Don't you say that? Yeah, I'll do it with my head.
You'll do it with your hand.
There you go.
So no hate.
Yeah.
So what are you loving right now, Jack?
What am I loving right now?
Yeah, you loving anything cool?
Midnight Suns, obviously, man. I told you I put in so much hours lately. Dude.
Are you loving anything else that's cool?
Am I loving anything else that's cool? Just, I don't know.
Doesn't sound like it.
Not really.
Did
Super dark music for the most part. That's about it.
Nice,
Chat
dude.
pile and shit.
Cool, man.
I've just been listening to music that's soul crushing and is like, ugh.
You did create a
back
Mad
off.
Lib for us this week, though, right?
Oh, yeah. I've had an idea for this Mad Lib. So, I think this Mad Lib that I was going to do or whatever. I mean, we're going to do it. It's happening.
It's happening.
So I remember you mentioned it to me, gosh, like seems like a year ago, something like that.
But, yeah, I'm going to made a Mad Lib. But what I would like to do is keep this an ongoing Mad Lib for like multiple episodes.
Okay.
And then maybe once like we finish the story of this bullshit or whatever we're doing here, we can like do a super edit where we edit up like the entire story into one just full length video.
I like
Know
that.
what I mean?
That's cool.
That's a good idea.
So that way we just do piece by piece by piece each week, and I don't have to, go way too crazy.
Way to
with
think outside the Happy Meal, Jackson.
it. Yeah, man. I thought way outside of the Happy Meal. I got out of the Happy Meal and went to Hardee's and was like, "What do you got for toys?" All right.
we don't have toys.
Okay. But in order to get this thing started here, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. Give me a name of the store. Any store.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey. Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Have you had Jersey Mike's?
I have once.
Would
I
you
need
like-
to go back since they put one in town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
All right. Give me like an object or an item.
What do you think about that golden apple from Assassin's Creed? The Apple of Eden?
Oh, the Apple of Eden.
Apple of Eden.
Apple of Eden.
You're on fire, Connor.
You change the world with that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
2012, man. It's gonna be big.
I'm just gonna write down Eden apples.
Apocalypse.
God.
All right.
Assassin's Creed 2 is so fucking stupid.
All right. Noun. A noun.
A noun.
Baby. That's a noun, right?
That passes
You get-
inspection.
I mean, we
Works.
don't have to use baby.
No, we're using baby.
Where's you?
All right. Cal, give me a verb.
Ran. Is that a verb?
That's a adverb. Isn't the past tense an adverb? No.
No.
That's a description of a verb.
Yeah.
So
An adverb would be
Running.
like hastily, like ran hastily.
That's an adjective. No, that's an adverb.
Yeah, because you're describing the verb.
Yeah.
quick? No,
A verb would be like
No.
running or swimming or
Yeah.
or
A verb is an
Okay.
action. A
Let's
verb
go-
is an
let's-
action.
I like swimming. Let's go with
All
swimming.
right.
yeah.
I like swimming.
And plugging our nose because Kyle plugs his nose
Not anymore. I'm an adult.
so that he doesn't get any brain eating amoebas.
Hey man, can you blame me? You seen that pool? You know how many kids piss in the pool?
All right.
They pee out
you could
brain
be-
eating amoebas.
I wrote swam over there because it just fits the sentence better.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right. Give me an adjective.
Grueling.
Grueling.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good word. I think.
All right. Give me another adjective.
Harvest.
That's more of a noun.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Or a verb.
It could be a verb. Yeah. I'm going to harvest. Like I'm going to harvest corn, or I am
Yeah.
going to harvest festival. Nah.
Somebody else throwing out there.
Give
I,
me.
mean, I did like the first three. I feel bad.
Adjective.
Give me just a crazy adjective.
Uh,
Something that describes a noun.
Kyle's drawing blanks right now, dude.
Okay, I am.
There's so many adjectives. out there.
Adjective.
Squirrely.
Oh yeah, there you go.
All right. Squirrely. And a noun.
Buffalo.
I like rake.
You went like Rick after you saw the pictures of.
Give me another noun.
I need to see those pictures.
Rake?
Say what? Rake? You went with rake?
No, we don't have to go with rake. No.
A noun.
Yeah, a noun. A noun.
A jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker.
That's a noun.
That is a noun. All right.
I used to get one of those every time I went to Silver Dollar City, like the really big ones. And I'd like lick them, and like because they're not
Yeah.
sticky, I could put them in my pocket, which is disgusting, but I did it anyway.
Hey, man.
What happened to gobstoppers?
They're still around.
Where they at?
I don't know where they're
Where
at.
can I get these gobstoppers?
I don't know. Name a celebrity. Give me a name of a celebrity.
Justin Timberlake.
Jamie Lynn Spears on Dancing with the Stars.
All right, which one do you want, David? I'll pick the best of the three.
I like JT, man.
Justin
I'm just
Timberlake.
saying,
All right.
He is better.
Yeah. He's very he's just manly as hell, you know?
Sure.
I guess you can describe him like that.
Yeah, he wears like flannels.
Metro manly.
I feel safe around him.
Yeah.
Don't know if you
Secure.
should, but
Secure, yeah.
All right. A job title.
bouncer.
I like bouncer.
Bouncer.
CFO of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay. All right. An adjective. Give me another adjective. Blah, 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 blah.
Swam.
More
That's
swimming.
That's a verb.
Oh, damn it.
We're all swimming these days.
Swimming. All right.
Yeah, David.
An adjective.
Yeah, David.
I need an adjective.
Smells like hell.
Dip your finger in that, then give me an adjective. Give me the first adjective you think of. Hot.
Milk.
An
Adjective.
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 That's
yeah.
the adjective.
Screaming?
No.
Do you already have screaming?
Okay, that's screaming.
Isn't that a verb? Does that work? Oh, the screaming child. Yeah, that's an adjective.
No, that's a verb.
Okay. I'm not going to debate you.
Adjective.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
Gnarly. Okay.
Yeah.
Is green an adjective?
What about explosive?
That could be our next adjective.
All right, give me a verb.
Damn.
Not swimming. It cannot be swimming. I'm telling you, it cannot be swimming.
Kick? Kicked?
All right.
Cycled? Cycle?
I already wrote down kicked. A historical event.
What's that guy stealing that money out that plane?
Oh yeah,
DB Cooper?
DB Cooper.
Okay.
It's a good one. That was actually Loki though.
Another adjective.
Explosive.
All right, we're more than halfway there. Give me a color. Give me a color.
Green. I want green.
Connor wants to
All right, weapon. Give me a weapon.
A knife? Or what do you guys feel like?
a knife, a Bowie knife,
Bowie knife?
Bowie knife.
yeah,
A David Bowie knife.
Bowie knife.
Yeah, David Bowie knife. Write that
Rest
down.
in peace, David Bowie knife.
All right. Some kind of insulting name.
Queefer.
A wanker?
No, don't put that down.
You sure?
Wanker?
Oh, that came out. Yeah, wanker.
Wanker.
Queefer. I love queefers. I'm sorry, I'm overruling you. I'm going queefer.
All right, that's fair. Jackson likes the queef.
Yeah. You probably queef.
Name of a town.
Dublin.
Dublin, yeah, hell yeah. Dublin.
Animal. Name an animal. Animal.
Cheetah.
Mongoose?
Cheetah.
Cheetah?
Yeah, mongooses are cool though.
Mongooses are
I
cool.
love watching YouTube videos of mongooses fighting snakes, dude.
Yeah,
It's
they're
so
freaking
cool.
crazy, man. Yeah, I like mongoose.
What's the plural of mongoose?
Mongoose.
Mongoose. These mongooses.
We just came up with that shit.
There's never been two in the same room before. What do we call them? Shit.
All right, an adjective.
An adjective.
Yeah, an adjective describes.
Truthful.
Truthful. Yeah, I like that.
We need more truth.
We need more truth.
And
This is a day for truth.
all right, the last one here. Give me a race of people.
Changeling.
All right.
You didn't say
I was about to say they're not real. And I'm like, but you wouldn't know if they were, you know?
they're among us.
I tried to throw you guys for a loop, but Connor was like, "You can't get me in this day and age. I got loopholes for everything." All right.
Holy shit.
Let us have it.
All right.
Give it to me.
All right. One day, I went to Jersey Mike's to buy some Eden apples. When I noticed Reggie, a rival member of the baby gang from across town, he was coming in to buy the last one. I swam on over before he could grab it. Reggie was a grueling man, someone that could get things done. He threw a squirrely buffalo at my feet, knocking me into the Jawbreaker display. Luckily, Justin Timberlake saw the whole thing, and security kicked him out with the CFO of KFC he came with. I head to the cashier to check out. The cashier looked kind of gnarly, and you could tell that he would rather be kicked. I gave him a half-off coupon. He says, it expired back when DB Cooper happened.
Whatever that was.
Just then, an explosive man in a green beret or bandana jumps through the store glass, holding a David Bowie knife. It was Rambo. Everybody on the ground now. I'm robbing this store and every single one of you queefers. I'm the crime boss of Dublin now. You and your mongoose belong to me. I put my hands up because I'm not truthful. Rambo's crew began to ransack all of the changelings in the store. I knew that I must act. To be continued.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was fucking great, dude.
That was pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, well done, Jack. Well done.
As soon as like y'all said queefers, I was like, I've got to say that in Rambo voice, man. Queefers.
That's fucking awesome.
I'm proud of you, Jackson.
Yeah. That took some time and some effort. Good job.
Yeah, dude. That was fucking awesome.
I can't wait, like, once we finish the story and then we, like, create the animation for it.
Yeah.
That's the next level.
And
The next level is we
voice
turn
it.
this into a full-on animated movie.
You narrate, we all voice it.
Didn't we talk about making a movie at one point?
Yeah, we talked about writing a script.
Yeah.
Well, I talk these days.
Yep.
I'm excited for the next
A lot
segment.
of talks
this
about
show.
trying to get this 300 subscriber, just not really fucking happening. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. Why would you subscribe to something you like? Just, bleh. You know?
To get the Crashing with Friends movie.
Yeah, dude.
That's true. You subscribe to Crashing with Friends, you're gonna get a movie pretty soon. Maybe not. We'll find out. There's a whole lot of talk around here.
I love that, Jackson. That was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, top marks.
Top marks, man. I can't wait for part 2. Well, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk, and in the spirit of Cyberpunk, I was thinking about it because the whole time you have Johnny Silverhand, he's just like walking around with you the whole time, kind of talking shit, also trying to take over your body, but it's weird.
If I want your body, I'll fuck it. that fucking thing, man, has ruined me.
So in the spirit of that, man, I was thinking about like what dead rocker I would want to pretty much be what Johnny Silverhand is, kind of fucking walking around talking shit the whole time, but like a ghost that nobody could see.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it a little bit, man, and like at first I was thinking Chester from Linkin Park, but man, I was like, man, he'd be so fucking down the whole time. It seems like he'd just be so dour. Then I was thinking like, well, Kurt Cobain, same thing. Fucking dude from what's that fucking band? He sung the song for Casino Royale.
Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell. I was like, he might be the same way. And then I was thinking, man, you know who I want to be? Tom Petty, dude. I want Tom Petty hanging around me the whole time, dude.
That'd be dope.
You know,
Yeah.
making sly comments like, man, you don't want to do that. Stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, he just plays cool songs. I just like, you know, him walking around behind me playing guitar all day, you know?
What about Jackson? I'm interested to hear Jackson.
I
Unless you need
don't
time
know.
to think.
I don't know if you'd call him a rock star though. I mean, he's rock star status for sure, but I would like Frank Sinatra to follow me around, and then just like he could just like give me, you know, be like, why don't you take it to the bar, baby, or something like that.
Yes.
Buy that lady a cocktail.
I feel like if Frank Sinatra was following me around, I'd be a lot more charming than I am right now. You know?
He'd also probably be talking to you into like talking to girls and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
He's like, hey, you gonna talk to the broad? You gonna?
Yeah.
He's got use all them old terms. I want to hear that. I always thought Presley would be a really good one to have follow you around too.
Yeah.
It's like, hey. There's only two people that know know karate. That's Chinese and the cane. One of them's me.
You're like taking a dump and he's just like, don't push too hard now.
Oh yeah.
I did a lot of homework for mine and I picked Sid Vicious from the Sex Pistols.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
He was crazy.
He
And
was.
He was a little bit too much, a little bit too crazy. And he was addicted to heroin, which...
I bet I'd know who your second was.
Who?
Gigi Allen.
No.
Just throw poop at you.
But I watched this
Like,
interview.
fuck you, David. I can jerk off whenever I want. G.G. Allen would do.
I watched this interview with Sid Vicious because he was raunchy as hell, and he's talking to this lady, and I wanted to say what he said in this interview with his accent if I could.
Go for it.
Yeah, do it.
But
It's not really
he was like,
racist.
they said we weren't the nice boys they thought we were. But we weren't nice boys. We were fucking nasty little bastards, and we still are. And he's just like there. I remember there was an interview we went to in New York where they were like, you know, are you guys excited to be here? And he was like in the background. He's like, I was just here because you said I'd get a free jacket. And they're like, well, you already got the free jacket. You can leave. And he was like, well, fucking fine. And like just like walked out of the interview. And I'm like, dude, this guy, he'd be so funny to just have floating over my shoulder, like making raunchy comments.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I had two. I had like one as a equivalent to Keanu Reeves in the game because he's not really a rocker. So I would like to have like an Owen Wilson copy and him be his own like drummer boy type thing. Lars something. Lars Mikkelsen. I don't know. But like as like a legit one, Tupac. He's just like
Hell yeah.
riding, bumping, you know. Feeling
Yes, dude.
He is rockstar status for sure, dude.
And he'd be feeding you lyrics, then you'd be the next Tupac.
good. Yeah,
Hell yeah,
pretty much.
dude.
I'd let him take over my body, dude.
Like, yeah.
Rise. God, what?
Oh shit.
What do they?
Mama.
What do they call that? Like that thing where you fake your own death or whatever, and you come back.
Faking your death?
Yeah, there's like a name for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's like a story about this guy fakes his own death, comes back. Not Count of Monte Cristo. It don't matter.
Oh yeah.
Machiavelli.
Are you talking about like when the government does that for
Machiavelli?
you, like
What'd you
witness
say?
protection? Or
I believe it's Machiavelli.
Machiavellian's like a political.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
I don't know. I never knew
How do you spell
the
it?
technical word for that. If there was a word for that. I thought you just literally had to describe it every time.
Dude, yeah. I'm not even going to say the first one that came to my mind.
Okay, so yeah. Cunning, scheming, unscrupulous, especially in politics. But like, yeah, it'd be like
probably
a scheming a way to, fake your own death and stuff.
Right on.
But he's probably really dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Michael Jackson's not though.
You think?
I really didn't think he was when I was a teenager.
He switched places with the doctor.
I saw this.
Face-off situation.
You think Tupac is in heaven right now looking at Will Smith, but Jada Pinkett is saying, man, I really dodged a bullet there. Pun intended, he got
my
shot.
God, dude.
Yeah, that's about it.
Cool. Thank you guys for indulging me on that.
Yeah, man, it was fun.
Yeah. Well, you guys want to go ahead and move into Yo Dude, check this out?
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
Yo, dude.
Yo, dude. Hey, yo, what's up? Check this out.
Yeah.
Check this out. So, I had a few things, man.
One thing.
What you guys think about Damian Lillard going to the Bucks? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's. No, I don't follow
Yeah.
basketball
Well,
super closely like I do football. So
It's got real potential, but I'll have to wait and see how it all turns out,
Right.
They could be too top heavy.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But here's my other one. Yo, dude, check this out. CERN. We're big fans of CERN around here.
Light it up.
CERN.
Yeah.
With the Hadron Collider.
Light that shit up.
We're big fans of that shit on this podcast.
Right on.
Of course. Why didn't you say so?
They just announced that they have an exabyte of disk storage at CERN.
Good God, dude.
That's so fucking much, dude.
How
That's-
many? How
I mean,
many
we
is
all
that?
know, but for the
'Cause
listeners,
it's terabyte and then petabyte and then exa. Yeah.
Quanta gigabyte.
So I'll read to you basically what they have on the CERN website. Let's see here. It looks like they can transmit this information at 1 terabyte per second as well.
Damn.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
I said, damn.
So it goes megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte.
Okay.
Too many petabytes in the streets
Stop
these
all
days.
the downloading.
Yeah, it's
how big is an exabyte?
It's 1,026
1 million
petabytes. Oh,
it's 1 million terabytes.
yeah.
It's an exabyte.
I need to get me one of them hard drives.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
That's out of this world.
The the data capacity is used using 111,000 devices.
A lot of
Seems like
sensors and stuff.
This is like a good use for those devices.
Yeah, it's so much information they're getting at one time. It's just
Think if you were able to game on that thing, dude.
no
That's
shit.
crazy, man. To think that a game like Final Fantasy 16 is like less than 100 gigabyte, or yeah, wait, isn't it? It's only like 70,
Yeah, it's. I think
60 or
it's less.
70. God, dude,
You probably couldn't fit every video game on the planet on that thing.
no way, no way.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't even put a
insane.
dent in it, man.
Not even with all of our media and all
That's
of our
insanity.
yeah. Like I don't think all of history could fit on.
Do you think
like,
all the world's data could fit on that?
probably?
Yeah,
more.
probably, man. That's
So much.
A lot of data.
Yeah,
There's a lot of porn out there.
that's
yeah. I was
true.
about to say that.
everything except the porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is a ton of fucking YouTube videos out there.
Yeah.
All right, maybe not.
But close.
At least all CERN's information could fit on there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
what
lot.
really matters.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, check this out. Apparently, I just learned this today. Warsaw, Missouri, which is a small town,
Yeah.
near the Lake of the Ozarks, holds the record for the highest and lowest temperatures ever recorded in Missouri. And it temped 118 degrees in 1954 and negative 40 in 1905. Like,
Damn.
can you imagine, bro? And that's not heat index or wind chill. That's like actually.
How do you survive in that kind of weather back in 1904?
Dude.
And like, it's so freaking crazy. Dude.
Nah, you just died, man.
Put a rag over your face.
Yeah.
Were you in this area at this time? You died. Sorry.
Yeah.
This guy died of the frozen fucking rag on his face. He shouldn't have breathed so much.
Yeah, he didn't realize he wasn't supposed to wet it down before he put it on his face.
All right, yo, dude, check this out. So, a lot of movie nerds will know about the time that Michael J. Fox almost died in Back to the Future 3 from like almost getting hanged or whatever. Because, yeah, like during that moment, like where they're hanging him up,
Oh, yeah.
by Mad Dog and stuff. Yeah, he, like for real was like choking.
That's insane.
But yeah, a lot of people already know about that one. But there's another one from Back to the Future 2, and it's during the chase on the hoverboards. And it's basically right at the end when all the bad guys get shot into the bank. And you can see it in the movie. You can see one person that's right outside of the glass that they were supposed to crash into, that you do see one person like crash into, but you see another person just fall flat face on the hard pavement. It's so gnarly, dude.
Nice.
Oh, man. Whenever I saw that, I was like, oh my God, man. That is a gnarly fall. That is literally just flat, boom, concrete.
Bro, I
It
gotta
looked like
watch
that
this shit.
chick was knocked out.
Nice.
It was the girl. It was supposed to be like the girl person, like the girl that's part of the group, the thug group. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like her stunt double, like the original stunt double, like saw like the stunt and said, "Fuck this! This is too dangerous. I'm out." And so they just brought the second stunt double in, like, "Hey, you're doing what the original stunt person said was too dangerous."
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's rough.
Yeah, so watch that scene again and just specifically watch that moment of the person just boom.
Will do. Yeah, will do.
Yeah, you don't have to give me a reason to watch Back to the Future 2 again.
Yo, dude, check this out. The new season of Castlevania Nocturne is on Netflix.
Yeah.
And so far, pretty good. It's got like plantation owners and they're vampires and they're bad guys and they're
That's sick.
getting killed and shit. So yeah, definitely cool. Good time to jump onto the Castlevania bandwagon with the new series. So check it out.
Does it take place in America?
It starts in Boston, Massachusetts,
Boston.
but then it goes to France.
France. Okay. France. Oui, oui. Oh,
Yeah.
cabaret, cafe, latte. I know all that stuff, man.
All right, and yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Bye.
Well, David, thank you for being on the podcast this week, dude.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you, man.
Always a pleasure.
Wiggity, wiggity, wiggity.
Until next time, David.
Yeah.
And until next time, crowd, this has been episode 106 of Crashing with Friends.
106 episodes.
That's 100 with 6 ones added to it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
If you were to count to 100 and then just do 6 more, that's the episodes that we have done.
That's crazy.
Count to 110, wind it back 4.
Oh.
All right.
What's some more stupid shit we can say? What's some more dumbass stuff?
53 plus 53.
43 plus 53? 96. But
That's not what I said.
you had 10 more than that, you got 106 episodes. All right. Heading out. See you now. Sayonara. Peace.
Bye.
Ciao.
Peace. Guys.
Put your Newports out.
Jackson, you ready?
For the bomb? Is he ready for more the bomb?
dude.
Yeah, put it on some of that gum and start chewing on it.
Dude, I don't want to do that at all.
Okay, sounds good.
I put
3, 2, 1.
Crashing with Friends.
Podcast.